Hello everybody and welcome back. So now that I have a next-gen console, I definitely intend to review a lot more games this year. I can't guarantee I'll get all these, but it's a likely shot. Quick before we get started, some comments on some of the big games coming out this year that aren't on the list for a reason. No, I'm not excited for another ass Creed where they're in some Victorian-esque Rome, Italy, European, France setting. Same awful combat. It's like, go to Japan, please. It's the obvious choice. Halo 5 looks awesome, but I don't have an Xbox One. Tom Clancy's The Division is like a Ubisoft, like, third-person open-world shooter type interaction online. Mark my words, this is going to be this year's Watch Dogs. Everyone's going to be super disappointed with this game. They're going like, it looks amazing. They're like, no, it doesn't. No Man's Sky, you know nothing about this game. All you need to see is a couple shots of some colorful rainbow LGBT planets with dinosaurs on them. You don't know what the gameplay is going to be about. You don't know what you're going to do. What they're pushing is that they have like 100 billion procedurally generated planets, and they're like, that's not good. That is terrible. Whenever you hear the word procedurally generated, walk away. Walk away, because it means they came up with some stupid equation instead of actually designing the levels. If you spent a second on each planet, it would take you 100 million years to explore them all. It's like, exactly. So why bother telling us that if we're not going to get to see that many? And eventually, it's going to start repeating planets with different colors. There's no way they will have that many unique, good-looking planets. Alright, now that all the nonsense is all the way, let's get started. Number 10, Call of Duty Black Ops 3. I'm not excited for Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Are you kidding? Look at the trailer. It looks like Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Only problem is, the 9 upcoming games of 2015 sounds pretty lame. Number 2, Black Glove. This game was made by the developers of BioShock. BioShock Infinite is like a small team of Irrational is left, and they've made their own studio. It's called Day for Night Games. It's like a first-person exploration game in this like art studio. They used the Kickstarter, and they didn't quite make it, so this game might not come out in 2015, but they're like, it's coming, don't worry, it's just a setback, the game isn't canceled. But like, watch that trailer. Some pretty cool looking stuff. It's like BioShock plus Gone Home plus all this weird. It looks very interesting, and Ken Levine's played it and he's like, I worked with all these guys and I've seen this game and it's gonna be amazing. Number 3, Inside. This is from the makers of Limbo. Limbo is a great game, except this one looks more zombie focused. And if you're like, oh, it's only an Xbox One. No, it's not. It's on PC. I have a computer, alright? It's a kind of very eerie, atmospheric platforming style game. Number 4, Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. So yeah, we're gonna wrap up indie game season up here. Everybody's Gone to the Rapture, I believe was made by the people who made Gone Home. I might not be correct. I'm not gonna fact check it. You can if you want. Shut up. So, Everybody's Gone to the Rapture, which makes a little sense because only the good Christian people go to the Rapture. All the sinners get left down on Earth, so it shouldn't be empty because there aren't that many good people in the world. Whatever. So it's like a first-person exploration game, and you're like moving around. But it's like this open world. It looks a lot like The Vanishing of Ethan Carter, to be honest. And I will be playing that and reviewing that later. I'm not going to say soon, because I've got some other games I can do first. And that was the last year's game that I'll catch up on. I'll get it out eventually. Number 5. Either A, Guitar Hero Live, or B, Rock Band 4. I'm not going to get both. So we know a lot more about Guitar Hero Live now. We know that they're taking a very different direction. Only guitar, no drums, no nothing, which I don't care about anyway. What I want is a guitar, a solid track list, and that's it. I don't really care if they do anything special. I need it to be affordable on a next-gen console. And I am leaning towards Rock Band right now just because Guitar Hero Live has that weird, like, now the guitar's got 3 buttons on top, 3 buttons on bottom. I like moving my hand up and down with the 5. I felt like it was harder, but I haven't played it, haven't tried it. We'll see. And again, we don't really know much about Rock Band 4, except we're presuming that they're just making another Rock Band. Guitar Hero's trying to do something new, and I give it props for that, but I don't like what they're trying to do. Everything's all like live action footage, and it looks weird. Can we please get some metal songs in these games? Amon Amarth, Epica, freaking Death Clock, Blind Guardian, that's a far-fetched, but I would love it if you put Blind Guardian in, especially if they got that new song. Witness the twilight of the gods, will they ever? Alright, just real quick when you're done with this, look up Blind Guardian, Twilight of the Gods, and The Ninth Way. The rest of that album is but those 2 songs are awesome. And they don't have to be my favorite metal bands, but just some... enough of this stupid modern pop music and the stupid classic old 80s songs that we've heard a million times. Get some modern metal in there. Number 6, Star Wars Battlefront. Yes, I made a video. I'm like, this game is, but it could... I'm hopeful. I think this game could, even if they screw up everything else, if they have a solid multiplayer shooter that's different from Battlefield, I'll be happy. Please, please, just don't be as lazy as it looks like you're being. I made a whole video about that. You can watch it over here. Over here. Number 7, Rise of the Tomb Raider. I like the first Tomb Raider. I think it's overrated. I don't think it was Game of the Year worthy, but it was I would give it a 7 right now if I would rate it. It's a solid game. It's fun to play. I like the outdoorsy environment stuff. The music's really good. I think the story is really stupid, but the voice acting from Lara is pretty good. And graphically, the game looked decent on 360, so. I just wish they'd do a little less shooting stuff and a little more Tomb Raider-y stuff, because I don't want it to just be Uncharted. Get some solid side characters. The voice... Lara was good, but everyone... That sounds so weird, Lara. Laura was good, but everybody else just sucked. Hire some good voice actors, please. Number 8, Rainbow Six Siege. I've seen the footage of the multiplayer, and this looks solid. It's different from Call of Duty. I need a next-gen first-person shooter. All I got is Bloodborne right now. A racing game would be nice, too. Project Cars just came out. That looks dumb. It's like a small team versus another small team in this big, fancy, rich people house with all these rooms. And once again, my camera cut out on me, so I gotta finish with a slight change to the background. We are on number 8, right? Rainbow Six Siege. So you got this team of 5 and this team of 5, and they go in this house, and there's a hostage in the house. The gameplay looks really, really great and really fun. So it's like you can put like explosives on the wall, you can rappel down in from the roof, you can reinforce the walls, you can throw barbed wire down these little RC camera cars, so you can scout the place out. So if they got good house variety, they have nice weapons and stuff, this could be a really fun game. Number 9, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. I played The Witcher 2. The story's really good. My primary concern now is that coming off of all of this Dark Souls, I won't be able to get into the combat. But they reassured us like, no, we fixed the combat, it's not nearly as bad as Witcher 2, it's a lot easier for beginners to get into. It's been a while since we have a really good medieval open world RPG. Geralt is a really cool character. Geralt is a badass. Trista's really fun and she's hot and their banter is entertaining. The characters are really good in this game. It's more mature, so it's like Game of Thrones meets Skyrim. The CGI trailers have been looking pretty sweet, so. Number 10, of course, it's Batman Arkham Knight. I'm a huge Batman fan. Apart from Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy, the Batman Arkham games are, excluding Arkham Origins, because that was a bit of are my favorite interpretation of Batman. It's fighting awesome Batman combat gameplay on a next-gen console, can look all sweet in 1080p, 60 frames a second. The city's like twice as big, and you got a Batmobile now, that's the big addition to the game. Scarecrow's running the place down. The first CGI trailer's off, doing like, the Lost Will and Testament of Thomas Wayne. It's rated M too, so it's gonna be all dark and mature and awesome. If every other game this year sucks, and Batman is as good as I want it to be, I'll be happy. So there you go. Oh, wait a minute. Did I do my countdown backwards? I totally did. I mean, those are the order of the games that I'm excited for. I flipped the numbers, so Batman is 1, not 10. Whatever. Zelda would have been on here, but that got pushed next to 2016, and also I don't own a Wii U. Thank you for joining me in the crusade against those with crappy opinions. Because with God on our side, we shall prevail. I kind of like that. That could work. That could work. Too cheesy? Too stylish? Let me know. Bye.